verses is 16.11 and 16.11 and 16.12. So let's get started. Jai Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya Sudarshan ki jai, Panchatattva Bhagwan Gaur Nithai ki jai, Vamandev Bhagwan ki jai, Parshuram Bhagwan ki jai, Vanshula Prabhupada ki jai, Iskon Guru Vrinda ki jai, Upasthit Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Let's start with the prayer. Somagyanatimirandasya Gyananjanasalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnapadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shubhnivadi Paschati Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripasindhubhyo cha pradhanabhavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Chapter 16, Divine and Demoniac Quality, Demoniac Nature, verse 11 and 12. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chintam aparimeyam cha pralayantam upashrita kamo bhoga parama etavad iti nishchitah asha pasha shatair baddha kama krodha parayana ihante kama bhogartham anyayenartha sanchayan. Repeat. Chintayana aparimeyam cha pralayantam upashrita kamopabhoga parama etavid iti nishchitah asha pasha shatair baddha kama krodha parayana ihante kama bhogartham anyayenartha sanchayan. Can somebody please read the translation? Mataji's Prabhu's, anybody? Hare Krishna.
Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. They believe that to gratify the senses is the primary necessity of human civilization. Thus, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable. Bound by a network of hundreds of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. So we can stop sharing this screen. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay. So now we are discussing about the divine and demoniac nature. So Lord is giving different good qualities, bad qualities, divine qualities, daivic and asuric. So divine qualities and the demoniac qualities. So it's mentioning. So in the first sloka, if we see, it says Arjuna, he says a list. So 1, 2, 3, he says what are the good qualities, what are the divine qualities, Daivik guna, what are the gunas. So what are qualities we can have? So fearlessness, then knowledge, they follow the Vedas, they have the knowledge of the scriptures and they follow the scriptures. So he says that. Then further he says, Arjuna, don't worry, anyway you have all good qualities only, but please listen from me, what are all the demoniac qualities? So in that first point mentioned is, they will not follow the rules and regulations mentioned in the scriptures, Vedas. So Vedas, it's a life manual, how we have to lead our life. It's clearly mentioned in the scriptures. So it is to make us human being. So we may be in the human being body, but we may be living an animal life if you are continuing to do the same things as animal, that eating, mating and sleeping and defending. Only these 4 things, if we keep continually doing these things, then we are no better than an animal. So once we start following the scriptures and we understand what we are supposed to do, what we are not supposed to do, what is the purpose of life, who am I, why am I suffering, all the Bhakti Vriksha topics, who am I, why am I suffering, what is this material world, am I the ultimate, is there anyone superior to me, okay, there is someone superior, God, okay, what is my relationship with the God, how am I supposed to please him by performing devotional service, all this aspect comes there. So when you start understanding this, so that we will become a human being actually. Otherwise, we are just continuing to question about, okay, where's my food? What time am I getting this? What time am I getting that? We're just continually asking questions, but if that questions are not redirected to the spiritual questions, we keep continuing about the 4 things which makes us animal, if we keep continuing that, it is no better than an animal life. So the moment we come across the spiritual topics, that self-realization, the first step of self-realization, we understand that we are not this body, we are something better. So we are the soul, we are not the body. Then we understand what are the differences. So we don't identify ourselves falsely with this body. That way, so we that from me, me, I am the ultimate set, me, aham. So from that I, me, then we understand, okay, there is somebody superior to me. That ahankar goes, we understand, okay, God is there, okay, Lord Krishna is there, the Paramatma, Lord Krishna is there. So we have to surrender unto him. That we understand. That is from the scriptures, the Vedas. So now we have our option that we go through the entire all these Vedas, Puranas, Upanishad, Mahabharata, or we just come to the conclusion. In the previous chapter, 15th chapter, Lord clearly says, okay, there are Vedas, and of all the Vedas, I am to be known. Sarvasya Mridu Sannivishto Matta Smriti Janma Pohanam Cha Vedesha Sarve Rahame Vedi Vedanta Kritveda Videvacha. So out of all the Vedas, he is to be known. So he is a knower of all the Vedas, the Vedantas, everything. So the essence is to know him, know Krishna. So all the Vedas, all the scriptures, everything, they gradually elevate a person from animal propensity to human being. So it gradually elevates it. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have got Bhagavad Gita as it is, and this knowledge is further explained practical. This is theoretical knowledge, and is further explained practically in Srimad Bhagavatam, how devotees have practically applied this knowledge in their life. We see, we hear, we read in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this knowledge we have, the theoretical and the practical knowledge. So Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, with that we understand. So we directly come to the conclusion, okay, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Or we have our option, a long method. So we go through all the Vedas. Now here, the demoniac nature people will not have that knowledge, the Vedic knowledge. Or if they have the knowledge also, they'll try to go against it. They'll find loopholes and they try to go against it. So the classic example we have demoniac people like Ravana, Hiranyakashipu. In those olden days, they were in separate planets, or they were in separate people. But now, right now in Kali Yuga, we have the same demoniac and divine nature within us. So once we become devotee, we try to become devotee, try to surrender unto the Lord. We follow the process of devotional service mentioned by Srila Prabhupada and our senior devotees and the authorities. So once we dedicatedly follow that, sincerely we follow that, so that time we can slowly overcome all this demoniac nature within us, and we can develop all the divine qualities. So Lord says, so for a devotee, it doesn't have to run behind, okay, I have to get this good quality, that good quality. So the moment he becomes a devotee, so the devotee will have automatically all the good qualities. So now here, after saying all the good qualities, is mentioning the not the good qualities, the divine qualities, the best. So after mentioning all the divine qualities, is mentioning about the demoniac qualities. So when you read that, Srila Prabhupada has clearly explained what is the nature of such people. What do they think? In the further slokas it's mentioned, what do they think and how is their propensity, what are their thought process, everything is mentioned. So it is teaching us. So Srila Prabhupada is giving us, explaining us that we should be away from these qualities. So we should be away from this nature. So if we have this inherent nature, we have to try to overcome that. So it is not that one by one all the bad qualities we overcome. It is that I automatically engaging in devotional service. So we have to understand, okay, I have this bad quality. So my japa is not going good, my reading is not going good, or my shravana is not going good. So we understand that and we try to improve ourselves. So that is a whole process we have got. Srila Prabhupada has given us a simple process. Otherwise, if you just imagine all these 100 qualities are there, good qualities, and all the 100 bad qualities are there. So you have to first remove all the bad qualities. Then we slowly develop one by one good qualities. So the easy process is there, the simple process. But that itself we are finding difficult. But in the association of devotees, it is possible. So all of us are gathering here. We are inspiring each other to join in the morning and discuss about Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is the process which we are reminding ourselves daily. So if we don't do this, then we end up in the demoniac nature. That, okay, slowly, okay, there is nobody watching me, there is nobody above me, okay, I can do whatever I want. So I can try to gratify my senses. So our ultimate aim should be to please the Lord. So to please the Lord and satisfy Him. If we don't have that continuously, if we don't do that, then we end up satisfying ourselves. That is a sense gratification we do. So we'll come to such a state that here mentioned that we'll go to any extent to satisfy our senses. So for sense gratification, we'll go to any extent, any illegal activity, we'll cut and kill anybody. So somebody is not listening to me, somebody is not following my orders, I'll do anything to harm, hurt, kill people. So just for my existence. So it is the survival of the fittest. So I want to be fit. So I make myself fit. That is one thing. Otherwise, I make everyone else weak. I harm people. So in that way, okay, I am the better among all these people. So I hurt people, I harm people, I kill, cut people. So I don't care. So that's such an extent we may go. So-called we are in the human civilization, but we may have that animal propensity. So if we enter to that state, what happens is we'll keep planning. So Prabhupada mentions here, our plan will never stop. At the end moment also, he's given an example that at the end moment also, there's an example of a person given that the end moment he's asking the doctor, can you give me 4 more years? I'm about to die. Please give me 4 more years. I have not completed whatever I have planned. I have to complete my plans. I have to execute so many things. I have to do this. I have to do that. Please give me 4 more years. But he is not aware that the doctor cannot do anything. That death is fixed. So he cannot, doctor cannot do anything about death. Maybe the old age, some old age or diseases we can control to a certain extent, but death we cannot control. So that point they forget. They say, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. Please give me some more time. Please give me 4 more years. They keep planning. That planning only their entire life gets wasted or it gets completed. Still, their plannings never stop. So they say, okay, there is nothing beyond this, all imaginary world. You see in the previous verses, is all imaginary world. But in the imaginary world itself, they get carried away. So we have to be very careful that we don't get into such a state. So we have a notice that this is the end moment, but generally we don't get that. So when we are about to die or when we have some severe disease, the doctor may say, okay, now there is no much chance left. But still they cannot say, okay, what time or what is the duration. So here we have example of Parikshit Maharaj, who had that 7 days time. Okay, I have this much time left. So he used that, whatever time he had, he used it wisely. So we have examples. So when we know, okay, we can use it. But when we don't know, it's our thing, our duty that we continually do it. We prepare ourselves like today is the last day. So we continuously prepare ourselves. Okay, if by chance anything goes wrong, anything wrong happens, there shouldn't be a chance that I go to hell. I should go to the Supreme Lord or wherever Lord assigns me. So that should be our aim. So every day we have to be connected with devotees, and we remind ourselves that we are not this body, we are the spirit soul. We have to feed the food for the soul, that is chanting of the holy names, engaging in the devotional service. We have to continually remind ourselves. That way, if we don't do that, then what happens is we'll consider ourselves the ultimate person. We forget the philosophy of that bird, 2 birds on the tree. So this body is like considered to be a tree where there are 2 birds seated. One is one bird is eating the fruit of the tree, that's performing the action. The other bird is just watching, witnessing it. So that Lord is there within us as Paramatma. But the more we surrender, the more we realize, so he'll reciprocate accordingly to us. So we forget this. If we don't have the knowledge, if we don't continually follow the process, what we forget is, okay, there is somebody called Supreme Lord, Paramatma within me. We forget that fact and we think, okay, I can do whatever I want. It's whimsically, I'll try to follow whatever I want. So I'll follow all the knowledge in the scriptures or Upanishads. There are 2 birds, so the Atma and the Paramatma. So we forget the Atma. And we think, okay, this world is for me to enjoy. So now we are overcoming that nature by continually reminding ourselves, by continually attending these sessions, chanting and attending Mangalarti, Srimad Bhagavatam classes, Bhagavad Gita classes, and reading Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. We are reminding ourselves and trying to overcome these demoniac nature of thinking that there is no Supreme Lord. So we are coming to the point that we are coming to the stage that, okay, there is Lord, we have to give him priority, that appointment with the Lord. So we keep up the appointment with the Lord. So hearing about him, discussing about him, chanting his holy names, glorifying, worshipping him, performing arati, and offering bhoga to him. So we follow these processes daily, and we can remind ourselves and be out of this demoniac league. So thank you, Prabhu Smatijis, for joining every day. Please unmute one time. Let's all chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra together. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you.